Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have any other significant Libra placements, there may be a message in here for you. So Libra, let's get started with your reading. I'm getting a very strong Queen of Swords energy for you. Specifically the Queen of Swords in the Light Seers Tarot deck, where the Queen of Swords is sitting sort of above something, sort of like detached is the word that's coming through. Detached from a certain situation or something like that. Emotionally, especially because the cup in the Queen of Swords card is sort of protected. That's how it's coming through. So it could be something like you're protecting something that you love, or you're protecting your heart, or there is a bit of like emotional detachment that's coming through with this. Perhaps you're feeling very protective of your energy at the moment. For whatever reason, that's just the energy that's coming through. We did have a full moon in Scorpio that just passed, which could have brought up some subconscious or unconscious fears that perhaps you're working through, Libra. It could be fears in relationships, in particular, like emotional energy might be significant for you, like how much you give of yourself in relationships. That could be part of it. And also what you are willing to receive. I feel like as well, you may be at this time where you're ending significant cycles, particularly in relationship dynamics. You're ending cycles, or that you have ended cycles, and that you're getting ready to enter some new cycles and new patterns is how it's feeling. But there may be sort of energies from the past, or like cycles that you're closing out or ending, that are trying to re-enter into negative or unhealthy patterns with you again, Libra. So that could be the reason why you're sort of emotionally detaching from a situation or something like that, especially in dynamics where you've learned the lessons, you're not re-entering into a cycle that you've already completed, that kind of thing. So repeating a cycle is not necessarily a bad thing. It depends on the cycle, of course, right? Like things that you want to continue and you want to perpetuate and you want to create more of, that would be repeating those cycles. But I feel like what this is talking about is like cycles that you are no longer contributing to, or like cycles or patterns that are no longer serving you. Those are the things that you're closing out, but there may be energies here that are trying to re-enter into dynamics that are not serving you. So that's how it's coming through. It does feel very protective of yourself at the moment. So I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to pull cards. My allergies are very bad today, so I apologize for the sniffling and all of that. So we're going to pull one card for the Starcodes Astro Oracle. The Sun, yeah. I feel like your feminine energy at the moment is sort of taking space and retreating from something, because I feel like there's something about your masculine energy that's being integrated. So whether or not you're a Libra Sun doesn't matter. I feel like there's something here where like maybe you're a Libra Moon, and the Sun reading, like whatever sign your Sun is in, will be particularly relevant for you. But it's like there's something here where it's you're working with masculine energy at the moment, and I feel like you're integrating masculine dynamics or something like that. Like it feels kind of like you're working with the masculine energy, whatever that is for you. I'm noticing all these sort of like dark spots around the sun there. It is because the full moon in Scorpio energy came out, that wants to be integrated in this reading for some of you. I feel like but right now the sun is in Taurus, so I'm getting Taurus energy is very beneficial to you at this time, Libra. Like there may be significant Taurus energies that are helping in something, or that are helping to ground something for you. I feel like though there is this sort of Scorpio energy about you in some way, where it's like there's a bit of mystery or unknown about a certain situation, but I feel like, Libra, you are accepting that aspect, the unknown or the mystery of a certain situation. I feel like there are a lot of energies that are surrounding you or are very attracted to you at the moment. In whatever way, it doesn't have to be sexual. It's just like they're attracted to you. Okay, we're gonna see what that one says. We have Cancer, immerse at the bottom of the deck. So Cancer season might be significant for you, which is July. Sorry, Libra. I have to blow my nose. Okay. Okay, the sun's light shines through the teacher, actor, lover, leader, those who use their enthusiasm, warmth, and charisma for a common good. It's time for you to take center stage. Let the sun's light flow through you and shine, illuminate and energize your surroundings, and use this to be of service. Notice what feeds your vitality and work with it. As you let the sun flow through, your health will improve. You will draw support to your energy and enthusiasm. Step into your potential. If you're asking about a project, notice how the vitality flows through the design and clear the path. Let this situation be a channel for the sun's energy and feel it take on a life of its own. The challenge of this card, narcissism is the shadow of the sun's energy. The false belief that I am the center of the universe and you are not. Learn to earn attention and respect rather than demand or expect it. The gift of this card is this sunlit moment is an opportunity to let your ego step out of the way. Let the sun's light flow through you and let spirit do the work. Shine wholeheartedly and share the warmth with friends, family, your community, and the world. Make it an offering. Live the truth. I am the center of the universe and so are you. Okay. I feel like there's something there, Libra, about letting the light flow through you in some way. I feel like you're illuminating some sort of energy that's been dark, or that has been in darkness, or bringing attention to something that perhaps needs a bit of creativity is what's wanting to come through, or like brightness, light, color, that kind of thing. I feel like you're seeing something really clearly at the moment as well. It does feel kind of like increased like inspiration or drive, right? Like vitality, like especially if you're like really excited about something or like really excited about a particular path or that kind of thing. But at the same time, Libra, I feel like you're also keeping it close to the chest is how it's feeling. There's something like a Four of Pentacles energy that's coming through with that now, which could be that you're being like overly protective of losing something. So just be conscious of that, or overly protective of whatever this is, because it does feel kind of like, even though you're in this state of like the sun, which of course in the tarot deck represents happiness and well-being, and the most positive card in the deck. Wish fulfillment as well, creativity, joy, innocence, all of that energy is in there. Maybe you're feeling a bit protective of that, because I am getting this energy of like a bit of a mystery around you. There is a bit of a mystery around you. Maybe you're not letting people see this aspect of you, because it is giving Queen of Swords with the cup sort of protected is how it's feeling. There's a surprise in store for you is what's coming through with that. Okay. Venus, yeah. Which is your ruler, of course, and also the ruler of Taurus. So Venus energy. That's so lovely. Hold on. I gotta see what's... Maybe there's something astrological going on with Venus. Venus is in Aries. Okay, Venus is in Aries, which is your opposite, and it's entering Taurus on June 6th. So in a few weeks, in 3 weeks, Venus will be entering into Taurus, which may be a significant time for you. Because again, there's more Taurus energy, but right now the sun is in Taurus, right? It'll be in Gemini when Venus is in Taurus. But Aries is your opposite right now. So maybe there's something here about Venus energy. I keep seeing synchronicities. It was every time I hold this card up, it was 12-12 and then 13-13. So maybe you're seeing a lot of synchronicities around Venus energy. With the arrival of Venus, the senses open as if for the first time. It's the planet of pleasure, of touch, of sensual delights. Venus is often depicted as romance or eroticism between people, but it can also be experienced as an all-out love affair with Mother Nature herself. Aphrodite emerging from the ocean is a classic example of Venus imagery, as is Cupid with his bow. No matter how old or jaded you are, when this card appears, it is a sign that attraction is at an all-time high. The laboratory is alight with love. You may be in love with the work, with the materials, with another person, or with the world itself. Seeing beauty in small moments is a sign that Venus is in balance, an obligatory reminder that pleasure and pain are usually found intertwined. Yeah. I feel like you're being inspired by love, Libra. That's how it's coming through. You're being inspired by love. Like, I'm just seeing, like, look at all this, like, color here. There's, like, a color wheel. There could be something about color that's important to you. Pink is really coming through very strongly. That you're being, like, pink and these, like, greens and blues, right? Like, that's it's almost like being reflected. I feel like, but again, there's that energy of attraction is at an all-time high for you, Libra. But at the same time, I'm getting this Queen of Swords energy. You're protective of that, or you're protecting yourself from that. I don't know. Something... there's a guardedness. Again, it could be that you're working through fears. I'm now seeing the triangles are coming through is very significant, but illuminating something about that. There could be something of like Gemini and Aquarius energy that's supportive of you as well. Okay. Okay, so Venus, the element of Venus is copper. So I was watching this reel on Instagram where somebody had like like railings in front of their house or in front of a building or whatever it was. Maybe it was their workplace or something. And there was a bit of tarnish on it. And so when they polished it, they found that the pipes were copper, right? And so they were discussing, or they were asking, like, should I polish the entire railing? And some of the comments were saying things like, if you polish it, someone's going to steal it, right? Like, because of the value of copper, that kind of thing. So there may be something here, Libra, of like, that's part of your energy where there's something of value that you have, perhaps something to do with attraction or Venus energy or pleasure or whatever it is. And it has a tarnish, but you're not willing to polish it for fear of somebody trying to steal it, or that kind of energy, or like there's fear associated with making something more visible is how it's coming through, or making something more attractive, right? Like, because with Venus energy, there's the connection or link between pleasure and pain, right? So it could be something where it's like you're keeping something close to the chest, or you're not sharing something, or there's a bit of mystery, or like perhaps even for yourself, you may be holding yourself back from something that could be pleasurable for fear of the pain aspect that may come with it, or fear of loss, or fear of grief, or that kind of thing. It's feeling Queen of Swords, but in sort of like that the tarot interpretation of the Queen of Swords in reverse, where it could be there's bitterness from a past thing, or there's heartache from a past thing, like someone who's gone through a difficult time, and so because of that they're now guarded or closed off. So just being conscious of that. But look at how beautiful this energy is. That's the thing. Perhaps you know how attractive this aspect is, or whatever it is, and you're guarded is how it's coming through, Libra. You're guarding it is how it's coming through. You're guarding your own pleasure, or perhaps you're putting up boundaries in some way. The resin card. This is another Taurus energy for me. This card specifically. And Taurus was the last reading that I did. So you may want to watch that one. This card represents Taurus energy for me. The resin card. And you have tin at the bottom of the deck, which is a Jupiter energy, but it's one where it's like there's some sort of expansion that you don't feel quite ready for yet. That's what this card talks about. And so you have to sort of go back to the drawing board, or you have to gather more resources, or you have to work at something a bit more in order to be ready for the expansion that you envision. That's what the tin card talks about. So interesting. This resin card, which is Taurus energy. So Taurus is a very significant energy for you right now that you're working with. Again, you may want to watch the Taurus reading. Resin is a miraculous material. It offers both stability and transparency. For centuries, sculptors and archivists have used it to capture an object in time and place, preserving it for observation or adoration. Envision a delicate insect or flower suspended in a paperweight. Such is the alchemical energy of resin. Its qualities are protective, sealing, and hardening. When this card appears, there is a holding that's occurring, either literally or psychically. While well-intended, someone may be limiting the one they wish to protect. There may be an aspect of nostalgia at work in the laboratory, an unwillingness to let go or change. On the other hand, the resin card can indicate preservation of that which is most valued, a return to what's been lost. Okay. Beeswax is coming through. That there's I just got that, like, propolis, beeswax. So there could be something at work that's important. But as I was reading that description, I was seeing you as the thing that's being preserved, Libra, or something about you is sort of encased in resin. That's not a bad thing necessarily. I'm trying to refrain from putting any sort of judgment on it because it's going to depend on your situation. But there is something of, like, it's protected, it's encased in resin, right? It's like protected and like it, but it's almost like there's something here where it's like something that is like protecting. It feels like your heart, Libra, or like heart energy, or like emotional energy, like some aspect, whatever it is you're not allowing it to be touched in whatever way. Like it's encased, it's protected. For what reason, though? Fear could be. And pain, because sometimes this comes through as like a droplet of blood. It could be pain. Like fear of pain. That's a hard one to overcome. Fear of pain. Fear of heartache. Okay, Libra. The elements of Venus and the sun may be bonded together. There could be something about your Venus energy that's significant to you. Whatever your Venus sign is, you may want to go watch that reading. Perhaps you have Venus in Taurus. Doesn't have to be, though. Maybe your Venus is in Libra. Maybe there's something about those energies together that's creating some sort of like a fear or a square. Because right now Venus is in Aries, which is your opposite. So there could be something about shadow aspects that are coming through. Perhaps shadow aspects of Libra. Are you being overly protective of your happiness at the moment? Okay. I'm gonna pull one card, but overall these are very positive cards, Libra. It's a very positive energy. That could be it too, though. It's like such a positive energy that you're in, that you're feeling very protective of it. It could be that. So it's like there may be something here where it's like you're fiercely protecting your happiness. Right? It's like it's in resin. It's preserved. There's an element of preservation or preserving something. Pickles, like it's going through like pickling or vinegar. I don't know, maybe those are synchronistic energies for you, like something that's preserved. Okay. Okay, the moth just flipped, like showed itself, but it didn't flip out all the way. The nightingale. The nightingale, Libra. Okay. There's something about speaking or expressing what's on your heart. I feel like but there's this moon energy here. I feel like there's something here where it's like your moon energy is not being expressed. I don't know why, or if that's a bad thing or whatever it is. It just kind of feels like there's something here where your masculine energy is really dominant at the moment. Like, so it could be that you're giving a lot, but I feel like you're not receiving something that, like, you're it kind of feels like you've blocked off yourself from receiving a certain kind of love or nourishment, right? Like, it's in resin, right? There's no interaction with this aspect of you because it's feeling like it's preserved, or there's fear of pain. That if this, whatever this aspect is, comes out of the resin or is unblocked, for lack of a better word, it's going to be painful, or that there's heartache associated with it, or that kind of thing. It feels kind of like you've closed yourself off in a certain area in your life. It could be Venus, right? Like your relationships or aspects of pleasure, or that kind of thing. But it feels like, especially with the nightingale, it's like it's wanting to be expressed in some way. There is something about the throat chakra that's coming through. Okay. You have fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. Yeah. When in balance, sings, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy, lump in the throat to bring into balance music. Okay. Again, Taurus energy is really strong here. Music is something that I associate with Taurus energy, especially with Venus. There's all this energy of like pleasure and the senses and like eroticism or that kind of energy. It could have to do with creativity as well. It could be sexual. It could be all of this, but I feel like with the resin card here, there's something stuck about that, or there's something like sort of protected or guarded there. Yeah, the dolphin. The dolphin and the bat. Because the dolphin is another Venus energy. There's so much Venus, Taurus energy here. The dolphin is a healing energy. It is also very playful and also sensual as well. And laughter and fun and healing. And the resin, I feel like here is coming out with the bat. There's some sort of ending or closure that's coming through with that situation or whatever it is. Maybe because it kind of feels like there's something here where it's been... So it feels kind of like an aspect of you that's been embedded or stuck in a situation, right? It doesn't have to be all of you or all, like, every part of you. It could just be like one certain aspect of your life has been frozen. It's just how it's coming through, or locked down or protected. But it's almost like I'm seeing like whatever that thing is now opening up the wings, right? And being freed from something, because the bat talks about closure, talks about endings. I feel like there's also something here, especially with the full moon, of a release that's happening. There could also be fears that are being cleared about the fear of pain is really just what's coming through with that. The fear of endings, the fear of something ending. But there's freedom as well. I feel like there is also something here with the bat. This may not even be yours. Libra, now that I'm saying this. Because it feels... Okay, so just take it how it resonates. It does feel kind of like there's something here where... So there's two energies. Flip it if it's not resonating with you. Somebody in this situation, it could be you, is in this Venus, Sun, attraction, dolphin, expression kind of energy, right? That's how it's feeling. There's another energy that I feel like is almost like the sort of like something around you, something that's surrounding you, that's in the resin and the bat. There's stability, but also transparency here. But it's a holding, it's a protectiveness, it's a guardedness that I feel like is going through some sort of transition here with the bat, because this card does talk about transition and closure and releasing and ending something. But there's this energy here of like blindedness or a blind spot, or not being able to see clearly, something like that, that's coming to an end. I feel like there's also something, especially because you're the sun, right? Like if you look at the sun, it's blinding because it's so bright. There's something like that happening as well. Like, because it doesn't feel like being blinded because it's dark out. It feels like being blinded by light. Transparency. The cosmic egg at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like you are ending some major cycles here. And you have the earthworm as well. When I split the deck, ending some major cycles, but at the same time starting new ones. I feel like that this is the beginning of something, but you're in sort of like the closing out of whatever this cycle is. I don't know. This could also be yours, right? It's all a co-creation. So the fact that it's coming up in your reading means that it's also yours. Okay. Okay, it's coming through with patience, but be patient, especially with the bat energy, because it's a transition that's happening. And I feel like there's something here where it's like, it doesn't feel new yet. It's just how it's coming through. You are going into the new, but the new is not here yet. It feels kind of like you're still closing out the cycles. But I feel like maybe you felt like this for a long time. Like maybe this is the ending of whatever this is has felt very prolonged. Be patient with that. Okay. But like there's so much good news energy here coming through, like the sun, the Venus, dolphin, nightingale, like that's all really, really positive, healing, happy, pleasurable kind of energy. But there is a pain aspect here, or at least the fear of pain with the resin and the bat, like something that's needing to be let go. I feel like there is the resin card doesn't feel like yours, Libra, and it could be a Taurus energy, because a Taurus energy with like very, very firm boundaries. That's how it's feeling. And I feel like you're respecting those boundaries, Libra, but there's something here where it's like, so I could be talking about you. It might not be a Taurus energy. Just take it how it resonates. There's an energy where it's like, something has been guarded or protective, and it feels like self-protective. But the self-protection energy has prevented someone from being touched, like being, it could be physically, it doesn't have to be, it could be like emotionally touched by something, or like it's prevented someone from true connection, right? Like that kind of thing. The guardedness has prevented someone from truly connecting because of fear of pain. And I feel like that's changing, right? There's like an opening up here with the bat's wings is how it's coming through, because the attraction is so attractive. because attraction is at an all-time high, right? So it's almost like somebody is letting their guard down. Could be you, it could be somebody else. Somebody's letting their guard down because the attraction is so high. That's how it's feeling. So be gentle, Libra. Be gentle. Be gentle and respectful of whatever this energy is. Because they are moving through some sort of transition. Yeah, cleansing storms. And power volcano. Okay, look at this imagery. There's something here, and it could be you, right? Just keep that in mind. Like an eruption of something or an awakening of something here. Like seeing this is if you're looking from above a volcano, right? And this is the volcano erupting. There's something like that. It doesn't feel angry. It could be passionate here, especially with the Venus energy. It could be something of passion, but it's like there's a volcano energy that's erupting, or there's some aspect of power that's being awakened in you or in someone else. Just take it how it resonates. And in that process, there's an opening up, a transition, an ending, a releasing of something that I feel like has been sort of stuck, or stuck is not the right word for it, but has been guarded. Something that has been guarded is sort of releasing, is just how it's coming through, because the attraction is so high. That's how it's coming through. Like, and it doesn't have to be another person, Libra. It could be you and an aspect of self. It could be you and like some sort of opportunity is becoming less guarded because the attraction is so high. Whatever it is, you and this other thing, person, opportunity, whatever it is, the attraction energy between you is extremely strong, right? Like two magnets. It's like you're coming together, but in order for you to come together, the guard has to be removed. That's how it's feeling. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to pull one more card. Libra. But I feel like, especially with the 10 card coming through at the bottom of the deck, that someone may feel like they're not ready for something yet. So again, more patience. Okay, Energy Archaeology Oracle deck card for Libra. The love card showed itself but didn't flip completely. It does feel kind of inevitable, Libra, but okay. Blessing and burden. Very interesting. The left scapula. Blessing and burden. Yeah. The weight of repression is a heavy one. Carrying the energy of physical, mental, and emotional injury is something you shouldn't have never needed to do. There is a heaviness to things you were too young to understand, process, or be asked to hold. But the weight of these burdens needs to be measured carefully because they helped shape you into who you are today. Take each burden out one by one. Stare at their intricacies and marvel at what you thought they were, the meaning you made of them. See their pain-weathered surfaces and allow yourself to connect to the feelings you may wish you could leave buried here at your shoulder. There is no rush to acceptance, healing, or finding a falsely glinting silver lining. This bone does not tell you that everything happens for a reason. It simply helps you hold what happened. Your truth is the blessing. The courage to own your specific and unique pain, and yet understand that it doesn't mean anything about you, is a gift you give to yourself and a freedom you let loose upon the world. Okay. This is starting to feel more and more like it's an aspect of your pain, Libra, that's being released, right? It's like there's something of a burden or like something that you've held onto for a really long time, and it feels like pain that you have held onto for a really long time is being released and let go. And that there's a blessing in that for you, and there's healing in that for you. And I feel like it has to do with like pleasure and pain and allowing yourself to feel pleasure or to be happy or, you know, whatever it is, to be in the sun, You're transmuting a lot of pain is how it's coming through, and ending significant cycles. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.